Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, May 9th, and we had high impact news, red folder news at 8:30. Looks like we sent DXY lower and indices higher for now. But yeah, I don't know. We're still in like yesterday's range. Yesterday's if you look at the 4 hour, it's wild. We're in yesterday's range on the daily, right? Which means like we're inside yesterday's price action still. You know, London made low. Kind of annoyed at one of my friends just like sent me like a picture basically showing that they longed at like 8 and like showed that they sold after the news. And I'm like, and they're like, oh, I'm done for the day, gonna go golf or whatever. I'm like, okay, screw me, I guess. Like, I have to go find a trade in that stream. I don't know why. What's the point of sending something to me right before my stream? And being like, I'm done for the day. So not gonna lie. It's annoying. Or like when a friend texts you like and like price is already at literally at the highs of the day and they're like, did you catch longs? And I'm like, what's the point of asking me this? Anyway, little rant's over now. We have open in about 8 minutes. Gotta check the, do we have like 10 a.m. news or something? What's up, ICT? Yeah, we have 1 p.m. bond auction. We don't have 10 a.m. news. Okay. Oh, you enjoyed my call Ninja Trader? Thank you. I should do more of them. I think I'll do one. I'm gonna do one more. I think May 27th. Yeah. You guys were funny in the in the live chat. I think, what were you guys calling yourselves? Like Tanya Army or something? That was funny. Okay. Yeah. Casual. What's up, ICT? Yeah. Anyway, minimize. Time to minimize. But yeah, I mean, like, whatever, bro. Okay, ES, and what is ES doing? Literally, like, we're flat since yesterday, right? That's what that is. 160. Yeah, we're up like 30 points. Well, honestly, it looks like DXY had to move lower. Broke structure. It seems like it's going for more sell side. I don't know. Right. There's an unmitigated fair value gap down here. It just looks like it's might go for this. So indices could push higher this morning. Like yesterday's high, we have Wednesday's high, right? Like, yeah. I mean Tuesday. It doesn't seem like to me right now that we're having like continuation lower on the week. High of week. So yeah, I don't know if I'll find an entry particularly. I'll mark out like the opening range gap. Since ICT is here, can you like clarify, is it taken from the 4 p.m. candle or is it taken from this last candle, 4:10? For the opening range gap measurements. Last print. Okay, cool, 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 cool. I was doing it right then. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, because I honestly, I think, yeah, it's this one. And like, you can put it in order for options until 4:15 on most brokers, which is why probably why it does that. Where did it go? Okay. I'll have to see where it opens. So maybe, you know, maybe manipulation down, filling that opening range gap to the downside, and then we have push up higher. I believe that will pretty much be like where this should be in the 15-minute. I think the bottom of that candle is likely near. Yeah, that price, that closing print is pretty close to that. So there's some confluence there, right? I don't know. We'll find out. See where we open. One more minute until open, you guys. Okay, so according to my checklist, yeah, London didn't really expand towards draw, so we're good. We didn't really hit any major draw on liquidity yet for the morning, and so I expect it to be decent conditions. Okay, here's the open, so I'm just gonna quickly use that. Just pushing up right at open. ES, this is from yesterday, but I don't know. Just wanted to see the RTH gap, or the opening range gap. Barely any on ES, honestly. From here to the close, open, close, open here. Okay, cool. We'll see on I'll have an alert for yes if it does. While I mostly focus on NQ. Not much yet right now. Like if I'm looking at the 15, I would like want to see what this reaction is in this 15-minute fair value gap. I mean, we had a displacement to the upside. We have some like mitigation blocks here. You know, and this is like where the ORG, the opening range gap, ends. So yeah, I'll just be patient. If we end up just, you know, going higher, then I will probably miss it unless like during the macro, then I'll find something, you know. So it's only been 2 minutes, not in any rush. We got plenty of time. Oh, is it one of my mutuals friends was it PB trading? They made like a Instagram that was like, what if you were paid $300,000 a year to only follow one model, and like this person hired you to do this and they don't care what the outcome of the model is, and you don't care either. You just have to follow it, win or lose, every single day. Like pretend like that's your job. Okay, it's dipping into that 15-minute fair value gap right now. I'm gonna chill, wait. 9:33. I wouldn't really want DXY to like come back again into that FEG. Then I would probably be you know, I want DXY to like start expanding lower from here. So I will have an alert if it comes right back up into it. Then I'll be like, oh, that's weird. Slash suspicious. Sus. Because it broke lows of a fair value gap. I would have to like look again. Okay. So far NQ is being like bought up a bit there. DXY expanding lower. Just gonna have, I like to have just a line indicating where like the macro starts. How's everyone's week so far? For me, it's pretty much like a break-even week. And it makes sense, like, because there was no news. For me, at least. Like, there was a couple things where maybe I would be slightly green, but I'm not gonna, like, beat myself up over it or anything. See what's ES doing. ES is actually stronger. Interesting. While NQ is dropping lower. We'll see if ES takes out these lows, which is where the opening range gap pretty much finishes. So, see. Looks like it's heading there. NQ's digging deeper. The opening range gap has now been filled on NQ. Right? So that means this. Or whatever. I can show it here. The gap from here to here has been filled. So I'll be waiting. This like move lower isn't really like fast and furious. It's wicking both sides. I'm chilling. Yeah, DXY is going lower while indices are also going lower. Not my favorite, not my favorite. That's why I'm doing. YM is going near highs of day. So really not my favorite opening right now, where you see while NQ is going near the lows of the day, YM is like near the highs. And now DXY and like indices are kind of out of sync, so kind of annoying. Meaning the conditions are harder. And while ES is like middle of the range, right? Because it didn't take any like 9 a.m. low here. So we'll have to see what pans out. Maybe they start to behave better during the macro time. We have to also keep in mind that like we're still in yesterday's range on the daily. So that's why I'm making sure I want to see the reaction here. I'm not like blindly just buying. Because it's possible maybe it wants to take out yesterday's low first. I don't know. So yeah, let's continue watching NQ. Let's mark out yesterday's low as well. So you see that we have like a small body candle and a large wick already on the daily. Large wicks on both sides. It's not my favorite thing because it's like unwillingness to choose a side essentially, right? Right. The hourly. Inverting this now, this fair value gap. Well, we'll see what this happens on the 15. It could be sloppy. We have 5 minutes left on that 15-minute candle. Yeah, nothing for me yet. Wasn't really short biased anyway. Okay, on ES we have filled that opening range gap now. Taking sell side into that. Opening range gap is here. So we'll see how we are reacting now to this. Yep, fine with not being in anything until now. For now, it's 9:40. We had 10 minutes so far. I don't really typically play the first 15 minutes of the day anyway, or trade the first 15 minutes of the day. So far we inverted this. We have 3 more minutes left. So it's possible it could be going lower. No, DXY is just, it's going lower. I don't know what's happening. It's kind of just, it's not going higher. So we just dropped, we're down 0.3% of the day. It's fine. NQ moves that much all the time. Cool. So what's up? We just took out, I think we took out London lows yet? No, London lows are here. Yes, but really is stronger. Okay, I don't really need the gap anymore right now, so I'll delete that. So we got ES here on the left. And NQ on the right. NQ took out this low now. ES didn't yet. See how this 15-minute ends on ES. It doesn't look like it's too shabby. And let me guess, is why I'm going higher? Yeah. Indices out of sync. So you just need to wait, honestly. I don't really care. I don't feel any FOMO. That is kind of funny that I literally was like, let me guess. YM's going higher, making you highs while NQ's making you lows. And it was true. So I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna let them let the indices do their price discovery or whatever. So that's like one thing I'm gonna write now. So actually now if we're fitting 2 different criterias right now for my for the low probability conditions is indices and DXY not moving inversely. And then indices all out of sync. So I do like to put a little note there so that I remember right away while I'm trading, right? So this 15-minute close very bearish on NQ, but on ES it wicked. It's not really that bearish. It didn't inverse this 15-minute fair value gap. So yeah, I'm like willing to just not take a trade right now, especially it's not even during any kind of macro. It's right now, it's like 9:45. There's plenty of time left in the session to find something or not, right? So plenty of time left, but you know, ES here is looking weak where that 15-minute fair value gap is. It did make this FEG here, so it could potentially follow suit with NQ. I don't know. I think I'll just wait until the macros, you know, or I'll wait until some sort of something better unfolds in my plan. Right? So we took out some sell side in pre-market, like it doesn't really have to get here or something, but it could, while ES doesn't, because they're all out of sync. And for the record, you guys, like while I'm trading now, like I think, you know, yesterday I definitely was thrown off by just reading the chat a little bit while I was still like looking for trades and stuff. So even if ICT is saying something, I'm just not gonna see it. He's doing it mostly for you guys anyway. So when he says like note something or whatever, you guys do it on your own charts. Maybe I miss it or whatever, and I'm okay with that because that's just how I'm gonna operate. Yeah, this is just better for my mental to not get other people's ideas all in my head jumbled up, because as it is, I do have some. This is an issue of having a lot of different trader friends, is that I actually know all of their models, and I could actually look at the chart and be like, oh, that's Hydra's model, that's Ryan's model, that's I'm sure Patrick took that momentum trade, whatever. And that's already enough for me to you know, have in my own head, rather than reading a chat where I can't even pretend I can keep up with it, because, you know, there's about 3,000 messages every single stream in the chat. So I do have an assistant, Castillo, who does send me screenshots of relevant ones, but then, you know, that's only when I'm ready to look at my phone. You know, if you have like if you're part of the Bagel Club, pretty much he'll send me what you write, but and then also if you have like a relevant question to trading, he'll send it, or a good question. It's just I don't have all the mind power to do all that. ES is is holding up more than NQ is. NQ is just dying here. I don't know, is there any sort of tech earnings? I don't think so. So chilling. While DXY is, you know, going lower. It's the 15-minute on DXY. I said like I did not want it to retrace back in here, and it didn't. It's like distributing lower towards the sell side here. So you know, I don't see anything that fits my trading plan, which was like to look for structure shifts up to the upside, right? My plan wasn't really look for shorts this morning. Did I take a vitamin today? I don't know. I don't think so. You know, can't be mad or feel any FOMO for something I didn't even plan out or think about to short. Wasn't really in my plan at all. So just gotta wait. Right now is the 950s macro is starting, so we'll see if You know, maybe ES starts, since ES is a stronger one, maybe ES starts making bullish fair value gaps and such and breaking highs. I don't know. Find out. As DXY is now breaking new low of day. And Q was just bought up like 30 points there. It's possible that this might be the low of the morning. We'll see. It's possible. We'll have to see. I don't really see any on ES, no, but on Q didn't break a short-term high yet. This is a little swing high here. Might like want to just go long ES. Not my favorite that like there's no bullish fair value gap, there's just inversions here. Like it is on the 30-second here, and it is the 950 macro. I think I'll try ES longs. Thanks, Christian. So I'm gonna try ES longs here. We'll see. I'll put a stop here. I'm probably gonna go for new highs here, maybe even yesterday's high. ES is just stronger. So this is a 30-second. Something like that. And DXY is going lower. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna try that. Yeah, risk is like 3.5 points. I'm totally fine with that for ES. gonna cancel that so that no one, you guys don't really but that's my plan right now. And here, take off here. While dxy goes for the sell side here, you know. Worth a try. This is the 950 macro. Yeah. That's more of like what it is justifying it also for me. It's just like, okay, we could have reversals during that time. Okay. Go back to this. Yeah. We could even just read on the 1 minute too. The 15 looks decent, like you see. Like it wicked this for like that's why I'm going with ES. It's just like respecting the bullish PRA better than NQ is. Took some sell side here, filled the opening range gap. Bullish, some bullish order flow, so looking for it to go to the like here and here. So even to like here, it's decent. Yeah. What's NQ doing? Hope she's like starting to be bullish too. Okay, yeah. Because it would be a bad look if NQ was like making new lows again. No, you know what I'm saying? So, looking decent. We're looking decent. And the fact is, like, there's not really any SIBIs here, like, blocking this from going higher, so I'm just gonna hold. Like, I don't really think that this will be much of a roadblock. We'll find out. But, you know, then I could maybe just dip back and then go higher. I don't know. But by 10-10, we'll see where we are. This point's looking good. I think it's following bullish structure pretty well. I don't think I should come back to here, so I will probably put my stop pretty much only like 1 point stop now. So, so it's like starting to expand, which is pretty good. Okay. Yeah, so now I'm sort of just the way I'm trailing or thinking about the trailing is like, okay, if this is a low resistance liquidity run higher, 3 PD arrays would have to fail. So my stop is just like 2 points essentially. here. And it's basically like 80% of the way there. So then you can trim the stop by like 10 points or so or whatever. So we're doing good here. It's going up. We'll see. I'm gonna hold one runner for like here for yesterday's high for sure. So pretty much around 5 handles are getting handled there. Once I get hit right here for one, and then the next one will be here. Okay, cool. One is shaved off. Did add to my position at one point, so yeah, now the stop will be around break-even-ish. Right, because it's like winding higher. 10-10 in a few minutes. So yeah. Pretty good here. I think we followed the plan. The plan I had in my head is pretty much yeah, I mean, it played out better on ES than on NQ, so I went with ES. So I am still holding because I think DXY can go lower to sell side. And I'm gonna have another yesterday's high is 518. Okay. Cool. I'm just thinking about trailing stops and such, right? That just means that it crossed over here, which is good. It's about to get to my second target. Doing good. At this point, yeah, put the stop at B, break even pretty much. Booked. Good amount on ES. Right, let's see us just expand. 15-minute has yet to be completed. There's still like 11 minutes here until the 15. Okay, second target hit there. Let's go to yesterday's high of day. Plenty of time left for this 15-minute. I do expect expansion, a nice one, and then also DXY still has to get to its sell side. So, I mean, I am almost thinking like, oh, maybe I should hold for when that hit gets hit. Oh, DXY is about to hit it, actually, so. It's about to get hit. Right here. Top left monitor. Right here, you see. About to hit that sell side. So let's see, ES. Will she get to yesterday's high? You know, stops at break even and change. We booked 2 targets. Yeah, 10 minutes left in this candle. I would like us to have a nice expansion on this 15-minute. It's almost I just have to like stop myself from sort of changing, putting the take profit higher or something, because I do think it could go to it and through it. But I will just be conservative, take my limit, take the money. Anyway, I called the low of the morning pretty much cleanly, I think, right? I said this could be the low of the morning, and it was, so pretty good, I would say. I think we can get some W's in the chat in a bit. Right? DXY is pausing right before that sell side, kind of odd. You know, NQ, yeah, there we go. Hit. We hit. All right, close. Flatten all, cancel all orders, making sure. We can get some W's in the chat right now. Nice. That's patience. I think that was good. What do you guys think? I want to see now, like, when am I right? Is this going to be like an expansion to the upside on that 15-minute? I don't have no position anymore, but you know, there's plenty of time left in that candle for it to also go towards the high of the week, you know, another 8 points or so. But you know, DXY is very much close to its sell side, and I'm happy to take the money. What do you guys think? Let me open up the chat now. W's? Did we get any W's here? Thank you, Christian, for the donation, by the way. Yay. Woo! You're my favorite white girl. Okay. Thanks. All right, we got out. We got in, we got out. Pretty fun. Love the logic and talking out the thought process during trade. You're welcome. You know, not everyone can do that or does that. It does take a lot of cojones, you know, to do this live. There's no hindsight here. Talked this from start to finish, I think. Yeah, and Q legit said this might be the low of the morning. So, you know, who got that W? Who took longs? That's why we come here. Yes, the W, but also the approach. Thank you. Lit. Okay, we got a bunch of W's. Thank you. Don't close, Tanya. Take your TP. You know what? Like, I'm okay with just taking that money. We're lit. We're up $875. Multiply that by 4. So that's really good considering, like, you know, yesterday and the day before was pretty much like break even type days. Of day before was yesterday was so what is today? Thursday? We had Tuesday. You know, it was a scratch for me, -5 points on NQ. And then yesterday, it would have been a win, but on the stream, would have been like a decent win, except for you know, I didn't really manage too much as well as I could have. So I was like -200 again, but that was pretty easy later on in the afternoon. I did get back just to break even, so it was like minus like $60. So just gotta keep your winners much bigger than your losers and you're good, right? So today we're up 860. So not bad. Got out here yesterday's high. NQ is stalling here at this BPR that it created. And this is sort of why I decided to just take ES, right? Because NQ was the weaker one. Sure, it does expand powerfully. And I can see an entry here, right, for NQ. But I think I was already in ES at that point, and I don't really mind. I just couldn't really frame where I would put the stop too much. Sure, this is probably a breakaway gap, but that's also just hindsight and would require a lot more thinking on my end. You know, it could get back to 50% of this, but it shouldn't like close below it. So then, you know, it's hard to put stops when you're like taking into account wicks and such. So let's see what ends up happening here. We got out yesterday's high. I pretty much did call out exactly when I would get in. So hit that like button if you learned something, right? We can get some more likes in here. 2,000 people. 2,300 and only 300 likes. Come on, don't make me sad. So I think it was a good stream today, right? So how did that end up going? My Express account here. I said when I would get in, you know, just a thing, like I bought not exactly in that fair value gap, but close enough. And then sold. Right. Sold one here at these relative equal highs from the morning 9:30, and then again pre-market, and then again yesterday's high. So pretty happy with the execution today. What's interesting now is that we're kind of making an equal low on DXY. We did not take that sell side yet, right? Where's ICT? Is he here? Did he put a W? Is he proud of me? No, I don't need to be told that. He is. He has told me that a few times, so I don't need that. Anyway. So, like I said, so basically we have this unmitigated hourly fair value gap here on DXY that I was looking for. Well, it is mitigated a little bit with this hourly low. But when you see when I see a low, right, in a fair value gap, I'm always in a fair value gap that hasn't been filled all the way. I'm always like, okay, that's liquidity. That's easy liquidity, a low inside an inefficiency. So we haven't hit that yet, is my point. We are sort of pausing. So maybe it creates an equal low and then comes for it later. Or maybe it just hits it and it's just a little late. But pretty much beautiful, I would say, macro delivery here, right? The 950 to 1010 macro. That's must be random, right? Delivered during that time. Pretty good, I would say. Pretty good. It is very. Wait, was I talking or not? Oh my gosh. How long was I muted for? Shit. You did good, said Inner Circle. You were patient, waited for your setup, you talked yourself through it. Lit. We're lit. Well, oh, he said well done. Cool. Note 8141. Okay, that was before. Yeah, my assistant sent something that ICT said to note, but like I said, I was not checking my phone, and I did well without him. I don't need to. I don't need it. Okay, that was my stocks. Okay, so what are we doing now? I'm gonna chill. We'll see if 1050 does something, but pretty much, hey, made the money. Made money for the day. Let's see what happens with this 15-minute candle. Doesn't seem like it's closing above yesterday's high for ES. So maybe it stalls a bit. You know, maybe DXY retraces a bit and then comes back for sell siding later. Yeah, you see. So that's why I took the profit at yesterday's high. It's better to just have one bird in the hand than two birds in the bush, especially with these indices being weird. Holy moly. YM. That's not really. It looks like it's much more though. The Dow is strongest today. NQ is the weakest. Okay, so large drop there. Happy to take the money and run, as we say. Gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them, right? Delivered right during the macro. Can't. That's where I'm happy I talked myself out of being greedy. Okay, so 10:15 mental game reminder. Just we're good. We're not overconfident. We're chilling. We're now waiting to see what the market's going to reveal next. We're gonna have 10:50 marked out. And that's why, it's very helpful to just do this vertical line here. Reminded me, oh, the macro is starting. That's it. And here's the ending. So that's what I like to do. I just do a light gray one so it's not too annoying. And I do the, I think dotted or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I do think we're still bullish. I think it's just a retracement. I'll see what ends up happening with maybe another trade presents itself, maybe not. I'm not going to be too greedy today. So we have these. We don't have a 15-minute favorite. I'm not a fan of this. I'm really not. The fact that it would like create a big wick. I thought it would close strong. Then it would be a different story. So we took yesterday's high. It could retrace. It could have some sort of retracement here. I don't know how much it will retrace. It could also have a reversal, and maybe some people are participating in a reversal here, but I'm not so inclined to do so. I do think that this is the low of the morning. So I'm pretty happy considering I sort of walked into the session a little bit annoyed because of that little text I received of somebody that like traded the 8:30 news and like had a position before the 8:30 news and then, you know, sold after, and I was just like, well, I don't really hold through red folder, especially 8:30 red folder. Like I think today's was unemployment claims. Like you could do that when it's not as destructive as CPI, FOMC, NFP, and then like after the next in tier is like GDP, which is I won't hold through that for sure, but pretty much I'm not holding through 8:30 news, you guys, ever really, and you don't have to, as we've seen. Found a trade that worked out quite well, chose the stronger asset, and it worked out. So now what's NQ doing? I don't know. Because like I'm happy I did that because I don't really know exactly what I would have targeted for NQ precisely. Don't know what's happening here. So, and you don't have to know. You can just observe. You don't have to know what's happening every single move. Like you guys saw, I was definitely confused with how deep this went. So, gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. You're sitting at the table. There'll be plenty enough time for counting when the dealing's done or when you close your trade, right? I'm not looking at how much I made until I close the trade. Like that's minimized. And also the chat is minimized. Let's see if my assistant has any relevant questions from people. This is NQ. I mean, what am I gonna do here? He's sick. While YM's making new highs. So I'm not gonna do anything, especially maybe until the macro 1050 to 1110. But, you know, we got the W. I'm not going to really press hard. Yeah, YM's making new highs again. And Q's near the lows. Yes, middle of the range. Not easy. Not easy, but hey. We found the move during the easy move, right? It's just straight up green candles here. So that was lit. So what is the plan? The plan is to wait until 950. I mean 1050. And evaluate then. You know, this could potentially retrace deeper Sure. This could potentially make an SMT here. I don't know. I don't really care either. So right now DXY is hitting its sell side actually. So target hit for there. And I'm happy I took off at yesterday's high there for ES. Here we are. So let's see how, like, we could definitely like expand in this. I don't know what it's gonna do. We could pause at 50%. This is like bare minimum. Target. So it is going lower now, and actually indices are moving in tandem and going higher for now. So we'll see at 1050. Maybe there is another trade, or maybe not. There's no pressure. I weirdly did walk in today though with like some pressure, because I was like, like, you know, it's first red folder news of the day. It's been a quiet week. My friend already is done for the day. But that's enough ranting about that. So I'm overall, my point is like I'm pleased with how I managed it. I don't think I could manage it much better than that. So pretty pleased, right? That was my trade. Maybe we'll leave it on this screen so then everybody that's always like, did she take a trade, will get their answer here if they're just walking in. Did we hit the like button, by the way? Okay. How many likes are there? 580. It's decent. Okay, I'm checking now my phone to see if there's any relevant questions. Okay. Nothing really. So, yeah, DXY is dropping lower while indices are going higher, so that's cool. You know, now it's starting to have that inversion. Yes. I'm not really so interested in anything right now. Just because like there's no bullish rally up here. I really liked this one, right? Because there was an inversion, and then there was also this bullish 30-second. By the way, on this stream we're showing the 30-second, so if you're not paying for it, here you go, free 30-second data. Right, no, I'm just joking. Someone asked about that, or they're like, damn, 30-second. Yeah, well, the reason why I consider that was mostly because the macro, right? We create a fair value gap right at that macro. Therefore, you know, and I didn't even like, I was kind of slow about it. I like bought like here. It's just fine, like whatever. It's like a point difference. It's okay. Can't be perfect, especially when streaming like and talking. You're gonna be delayed. Because if I'm talking about doing something, a lot of times I'm like, I don't know, I can't do the thing and talk about it at the same time. So it's like, it's hard, is what I'm saying. But whatever, still happy. Can't, like, I'm definitely a perfectionist, you guys. I'm a recovering perfectionist. No, I'm not even on, I'm on the journey to recovery. Meaning like, you know, I feel like there's always improvement or something. But I think that's as close as I could do it. And it was good. Okay, so we inverted that. I mean, now we do have this fair value gap actually on the one. It's not during the macros. I'm chilling. Like, I don't care if it goes higher. You know, I might have messed up yesterday where I kind of entered the trade and it wasn't during the macro time, like after. And like we already had delivered to the upside during that macro, so I don't know. Food for thought. I mean, it could definitely go higher. Where's this 5 to 6, 10 a.m., 10 a.m., the 6 to 10 a.m. range? We're above it. Yeah, I mean, it looks bullish for this next 4 hour, right? 4 hour here, we did that. Traced. $5.20. I mean, it does look good for another push higher here. What is that in Q doing? Yeah. Did NQ invert that? On the 3 it did. I'm gonna chill for now. You know, DXY is in the middle of that 1 hour fair value gap. But I am thinking about potential another long. I'm thinking about it. The only issue is like thinking about where to put your stop. Right? So this would be like a 5-point stop to make like 8. It's like decent. Like, you know, I don't know exactly where I would put the stop here. So I can't really frame my risk effectively, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna just wait, maybe another, you know, maybe another order block, fair value gap happens, and I see another trade that makes more sense. Because, like, you know, on the 2 minute, this is also FEG here. It didn't really break a high or anything. But, I mean, this broke a high, actually, this swing high on the 1 minute. I don't know. I'm gonna chill. Chill for now. Because, yeah, I'm gonna wait until 10:50. Why I'm going higher still? Yeah. Yo, that's funny. Like, how many points did YM go up? I don't trade YM. I wonder if other people, I think some people in the chat do. Like 135 points on YM. That's cool. Or like for during the 950 macros. 70. Cool. My point there is what I'm looking at is like, okay, we're a bit out of sync. I mean, not that horrible, but it is pretty bad. Because like YM's making new highs, you know, NQ is in its like lower portion of the day, the morning right now. While ES is near its highs, you know, that's just making me filter out like this trade right here, because no thanks. Like at 950 it was a different story because it had looked like we had just swept some sell side from pre-market, you know, and the confluence of ES was what I liked the most. Remember you guys, like I had that opening range gap marked out, and that was lined up exactly with, or very close to, this 15-minute low, right? So like the regular trading hours close. Where are we? Right here. The close, right? Because if it's a down close candle, the close is here. And that pretty much lined up with, if I go to the 15, with sell side into this fair value gap. And I was watching ES here and saying like, hey, this looks better because we didn't invert this, so I like that one better. All right, so it looks like that is playing out so far for it to go higher. This is the 2 minute. What is it on the on the 1 minute? Yeah, I mean, it still didn't like invert it. The bodies stayed inside. Let's see. And here you're gonna catch up. I don't feel any FOMO from that push up right there. Like, I'm okay. So NQ. Six sister approach or what? Possible. I'll still wait until like 10:50. You know, if we like break above this, that'll be good. That's also like a bearish, bullish. It would be like a bullish breaker lined up with that inversion. So maybe it closes above it with like a fair value gap also. That would be good. We'll see. I gotta minimize chat right now because I might enter another trade. I don't know. We'll see. I will likely like wait until 10:50 though, even if like we're higher. Let's see if where ES is. Are we like near Wednesday's high now? No. So now we took out high of day on ES again, new high of day. I don't know those that like the captain backtest model, but that's basically our entry right there, right? Closed above. Took out 6 to 10 a.m. high retracement. This would have been here. But that's like more of like a breakout model. I'm not really in the mood for doing that. And I'm happy. Sometimes I will like think about that just for like a bias sense for continuation, depending on if it matches up with my bias. I'm just answering that question because some people have asked me that in the past. I still use that. We inverted that, and then yeah, that's decent. It's just I didn't really want to. I didn't feel like it is my only explanation. Like I want to wait till 10:50, and if it hits it by 10:50, I don't care. If it hits it by 10:50, then like I'll just look at NQ for six sister possibilities. I mean, yeah, she's not even above these local highs made at like 10:10. What's a 15-minute look like? There's still 10 minutes left. I think it's more likely NQ's 15-minute candle here inverts this fair value gap than anything else. Than, you know, the opposite way. That's what I mean. So yeah, we could follow order flow and tape read this. Let me make this easier to see because I'm not in a trade anymore. Yeah. $15-minute. There's still 2 more 5-minute candles here. It does seem more likely for us to go higher, right? Okay. Here we are, NQ. See if it see its reaction here. Pretty good move up on ES. Okay, there's a nice fair value gap here created, and this, you know, we inverted, taking out this high. Bullish breakers here. We'll see if this creates a FEG. Right. Like, we still didn't even reach pre-market highs. And now the indices are all moving up together. Yeah, a fair value gap is created right here, right here. I might take like a smaller size because I already have a win on the day. So I will try that. Long on NQ. Okay. Towards this high. My stop is going to be like 50% of this because this should be a breakaway gap, right? Yeah. So we should start expanding, thinking about how the 15-minute is going to close, right? That's my main thought, right? I think that this is going to get inverted. We're going to close higher. We should take out these highs here. Looks like it is, so looking like pretty good. Right. So I did say when I would get involved there. Having pretty good action this morning, I would say. I'm gonna, wow, quite in a move right there already. 20 points handled. Wow. Let me think. I'm gonna wait until this 15-minute candle closes because I think it will be a strong one. I think we could get above here at least, and towards yesterday's high. Right, we didn't even get to yesterday's high yet. I don't know if I'll hold the whole way because whatever. But you see how I like talked about I wanted to see it break this with a fair value gap, and I talked about how this candle's not closed yet. Now it is. It did dip right into it, IOFED. And then that's pretty institutional, I think. Anyway, probably gonna close that soon. We'll see how this 15-minute candle closes. Yeah, I think it should go to it and through it. Yeah, it is right now. Here we are. Well, we had booked 20 points in like 2 minutes. It's pretty nice. Gotta think about whether or not to close this now. This is the hourly candle. 20 minutes left. I said to it and through it, so. Decisions, you guys. Right? If it gives you like 20 points in 2 minutes, I don't know. I do think like put the stop pretty much break even though. It shouldn't like retrace all the way, right? Because if it's like the 15, oh, this 15 minutes, no, it's a 5. 5 more minutes left. 180. I have to think. Close it, Tanya, close it. I don't know. I think it should keep going. I mean, I think I can put my stop at like 3 points below or something. Wait until this 15-minute close. IOFED, I'll put it on the bottom of that one. Yeah, I'll just put it there. Because like that's like another leg. Yeah, I don't think if that's an institutional order flow drill, right? Yeah, it should just keep expanding from here. We'll see the next 5 minutes where we are at. But yeah, I mean, I pretty much am up 20 points already in like 2 minutes, right? Pretty lit. I'm gonna wait like the next 5-minute candle to see if we close above here. I mean, expansion mode towards the upside to yesterday's highs, pretty good, pretty possible. Just gonna be patient there. So then like the stop's like 10 points. I'm already up 20. I'm holding for another 30 essentially. So then I'm risking like 1-to-1 dynamically, right? If I'm holding, I'm up 20. And my stop will be like 10. It's like 10 points or so. What's that low there? 80? Oh, a little bit better though. Why is it like different from my ninja then? Whatever. I think that this... Oh, we'll see. We'll see. This 5-minute candle, right? Should expand higher. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just cut it real quick. For like even like 10 points, whatever. That's not like looking too good. It's kind of like how ES reacted at first, right? We'll see. 2 more minutes. Two more minutes. Meh. Not my favorite. See, in 2 minutes. We have like a 1050 macro coming up. I mean, see how this reacts 2 minutes. Maybe it makes another high. Maybe it doesn't. 1050 macro can actually be a reversal. So that's what I'm only thinking about right now. In 1 minute, is it probable that it will close above here? Probably not. We'll see. In fact, it could like retrace again in this 5-minute FEG. We'll see. We'll see. 1 more minute. It's looking pretty good, actually. What's ES doing? Is it near highs of day? Yeah. High of week. Oh, ES hit last week's high. I mean, ES hit high of week, which means Wednesday's high. And Q, you didn't even hit yesterday's high. You got catching up to do. But I'm probably gonna then close it here. Yeah. I'm just gonna book that like 15 points. 2, 1, yeah. Right, 15. Yeah, Tanya's just gonna close that for 13 points. Just to take the quick win. So plus 260 there. Up 1G on the day and across like 4 different accounts. You. Yeah, it didn't I thought it would be like more explosive to the upside. It can definitely continue up higher, but I don't want to hold through the retracement when I already got like the essentially an IOFED entry towards the new pre-market highs, new high of day. So happy with that. All right, 2 W's in 1 session. What more do you want from me? What more do you want from me? Are you not entertained? Honestly, like look at that where I decided to close out. Pretty decent. Because now I don't know what's gonna happen. We completely filled that 1 hour fair value. That was another thing. DXY. It's just like, ES hit Wednesday high of week. DXY completely filled the hourly fair value gap. We're happy to book quick win there. Right? Completely filled in this. So, and bouncing on essentially an order block. I'm just gonna take the W, right? I'm just gonna take the W. And I did. Right? Quick little W there on NQ. Right? It took me some time to think about whether to close or not. You know, thankfully I had a little bit of time to think about it. Here, near the high of the day. And I closed out like here, right? At the close of this candle at 10:45, I was like, okay, we're not like closing above highs of the day on 15, so it could retrace. So, I mean, we'll taper the 1050 macro, but so far, I think we're doing good. Like I said all week, you know, I anticipated today to be a better trading day, or an easier trading day at least, and so far, you know, managed risk accordingly. Like I couldn't be happier with how I managed my risk this week, right? And next week's gonna be fun. I'm kind of that's dangerous. If you're like excited and like fun, that's a sign of overconfidence, right? But I'm just saying I think it's gonna be fun because it's the third week of the month. It's typically more volatile, and I typically do better. But who knows? I don't want to really jinx myself too much. But like, if you start getting excited or really for like to get filled into a trade or excited about a certain trade, it does. You have to be careful because that is a sign of overconfidence. Make sure you're not over leveraging, etc. That's all I can say. That's what I've learned from Jared Tendler's book. Is pretty good. Mental Game of Trading. So Tanya did not really want to hold during this retracement. We'll see at 1050. If another fair value gap happens, we will observe and make decisions accordingly. I don't know. I'm not too keen. I don't really feel the need to catch like another trade. I think 2 wins is good. So maybe on eval or demo or something, because decision fatigue is a thing, right? I try to just limit to like 2 trades a session because you're making you can literally like rewind and see, like, I was making the decision whether to take my money off the table here, and that's a lot of brain power, right? That's why some people like wear the same clothes every single day, right? And eat the same breakfast. But I don't really eat breakfast, so. And my vitamins. So let's like continue reading from the 1010 to 1110 macro. And we'll see. Does it you know, it wouldn't have stopped me out, sure, but like I don't care. Like I literally got out of my order here. It's back there. We'll see if another opportunity happens. Or another showing of the hand. So lit. This morning has been like price action's been pretty good. Can't complain really. See what ES is doing. It's chilling at the high of the week. I mean, we could have a retracement now. It's, I don't know. 4 hour. It's expanding upward. There's still 4 hours. I mean, 3 hours left in this 4 hour candle. And it's pretty nice to the upside. What about this NQ? Like we just broke above the 10 a.m. That 4 hour candle on NQ. 5-minute retracing this at 5-minute FEG. I mean, yeah, I could just expand higher from here. 1050 macros here. I could just tape read, but in my humble opinion, we should probably expand higher. And I won't really FOMO over it or anything. Okay, so let's see, 1050 macro. Inverted this. We had that little retracement. Just tape read it. Right, we're going into London close here at 11. Called the low of the morning, by the way. Pretty good day. I think the ES is probably making new highs in the day now. Yeah. Or about to. Yeah, I do think like those who have been shorting are probably gonna get run out of the water now. So 1050 to 1110, we'll see if it delivers up here, from here to here. Right, a fair value gap did create itself before the 1050 macro. We also have this one, supported it. But yeah, I'm good. I'm just gonna chill. You know, feel free, you guys. You can trade how you like. I'm not giving a signal though. This looks like by program algorithmic windup, really. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's like very large candles coming up. This is now more of like a breakaway gap. Shouldn't really dip into like more than 50% of this. Yeah, it looks very algorithmic here, which means like probably every down close candle will support the next move. This is an immediate rebalance, so it looks like expansion's next. It is tempting for me to get into another one, but I'm just gonna stay with my discipline because I'm just fine. I can still be pleased if it hits this during this macro. So let's just like follow the order flow here. Let's see if every down close candle supports it or not. Another rebalance. See? Oop. Decent push lower, but I mean, this is pretty much last line in the sand, I think, for this idea. It's 10:55. There's still how many minutes left? 11:10. Okay. So pause there. pretty happy than my patience then that not to buy near highs a day. But I mean, like, it's not invalidated by any means. Still gonna tape read until 11:10. Yep, there was no entry for, like, also that was another thing, is that there was no bullish fair value gap for me to get into. That's pretty much one of my must-haves. I've just noticed it's just always going to be higher probability if there's like a bullish fair value gap lined up, whatever you're looking at. So we'll see. Perhaps that's just a move lower to get inverted with a 30-second FEG, breaking that. Have to see. Be patient. Okay, then not get inverted. So we'll see if it drops lower into here. Or if it just takes some more time. Then I'm still overall pleased with getting out of my trade there. Yeah, he didn't move too much higher there. And I think I would be like, this came out basically back to my break even. Probably would not have been as cool as a cucumber in that trade. So if I had, I held it. So let's see. I think that this should be, if it's gonna go for this target, by like 10-10. I think that this like midpoint shouldn't like close below the midpoint of this FEG. Like, this is the last line in the sand. Which, like, that's like 13 points to make like, what is it, like 34? It's decent, you know. But we'll see. We'll see. And this is also now a 1 minute fair value gap, so I'll just probably watch on the one. Let's watch it. This hourly candle is about to close here at London close, and it's not really closing above previous hour's high. So, might retrace them deeper then. Yeah, that's, NQ is not being that great. So, I'll continue watching, but now in my head I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna take a trade for the rest of the session at all, like, for sure, because I already had 2 wins, but also just what I just talked about with the other time frames not really being too great to deal with right now, and DXY did fill its bullish fair value gap completely, but I will tape read it. It's still good to tape read. So let's see if this gets inverted to the upside. Oh, I don't have to delete that. Let's see. And I'm fine with missing a move or something. I'll just still be pleased with how I read it, saying like, this is the last line of the sand. This might get inverted, whatever, we'll see. So it did. We'll see if this ends up having a fair value gap or not. It would be ideal for it to have one. If it doesn't, then I'm still not getting into anything, but you know, I'm just thinking about probability. It's like, 15 seconds pretty good.
Here at this live stream, you'll get 15-second data. Yeah, it looks pretty good, honestly, for more upside. See, right now is London close, so it could start distributing. Yeah, but like I said, I'm just gonna tape read it. Just because where I entered previously, we didn't even hit the hive day yet, and that was more near the middle of the range. I'm happy enough to tape read this. Let's see if it gets to yesterday's high during by 11:10. Yeah, let's see. So we'll watch a 15-second. It's kind of interesting. Right? Let's see. Right there. Really nice candle to the upside. Looking good. Bullish order flow is being followed. So hit that like button if you learned anything today. Or hit that like button if you like me. And if you don't like me, then why are you here? I don't know, like who caught longs with me, by the way, today? Like, we just only played longs. We talked about why literally before 9:30 and framed 2 trades that I took, and then a third trade, you know, that is playing out. I didn't take it because I'm happy with how much I've made and content with enough, right? But hey, call this to new hive day, and pretty good. It's a little sloppy, not gonna lie. It is a bit sloppy. Called this as last line in sand, didn't even reach it. Inverted, new hive day. Yeah. So NQ is being a little bit stubborn. Like, it's not the easiest action anymore right now. Just in regards to like the 15-minute, like, this candle didn't close above, which is when I decided to just exit. This candle didn't close above, and now, like, what's this candle doing? I don't know. It's possible that it won't, because I mean, it's not the cleanest move up in here. Keep watching this 15-second though. Until 11:10. So like it's 11:04 now. Oh, maybe it's just waiting and lunch will take out some stops and we'll hit it later. I don't know. I don't really care. But the key thing is, like, yesterday, we're still in yesterday's range on NQ, and it's managed to book 2 wins, which is cool. Right? This candle did not even take out yesterday's high or low yet. ES did. ES is stronger. Let's check out my phone now, since I'm like not gonna. ICT is so proud of you. You're really doing great. Oh, thank you. Make me proud and close shop for the day and profit. Yeah, I will. I just want to watch this. I will. Chats are saying not to trade again. As your assistant, please call it a day. This was like from 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you, chat. You know, I would say most of the chat is looks out for the best and for me. I think most people want to see me win here, which is nice. But I just want to watch it until 11:10, you know. I do think now it's less likely. I think it's probably just going to range a little bit before 11:10. You know, you have 5 minutes left. If you're in longs, you know, this is not financial advice, but feel free to take partials and such. Pretty wild morning here on this stream. It's the #1 ASMR day trading channel on YouTube. #1 ASMR day trading channel. I don't care about any titles. You know what? I love the song by Eminem. What's the name of it? Till I Collapse. I was just like putting it in my head. It's like what does it go? It goes, in this industry, I'm the cause of a lot of envy. So when I'm not put on the list, that does not offend me. That's why you see me walking around like nothing's bothering me, even though half you people have a problem with me. So good. Eminem's G. So yeah, I mean, we're just having like a grind up. Hey, long's worked out for me. I'm happy to get in and get out. I'm happy to see it hit a target, be content with enough. I'm happy to see it hit it. You know, it was very tempting for me to get involved here, but I'm happy enough with 2 wins, and I'm happy enough to tape read it. You know, like sure, if I had gotten in around here, 15, another like 15 points or so to here, but probably would have closed it for lower. Who knows how I would have managed it, essentially, like, especially during the pullback. You don't really know. Like maybe I would have closed it for break even or so. It doesn't really matter. But I have a tip, you guys. Like if you ever see candles and then you go wow, like you actually say wow, or like you're like flabbergasted by like one candle's like how big it is or something, like for example this candle here or something, that means like that's your signal to take profit, like, or take partials. That's always something I do and think about, and I learned that from my options trading days and stocks. And so like I don't really regret too much that I paid for some paid services in the past, even though they didn't help my portfolio much. They helped my mentality in different ways, seeing how different little tips and tricks and such. But like if you ever see a candle and you're like wow, that means take profit, take some partials, please take some money off the table, because you know, if it retraces now after you said wow and you're like euphoric, now you're gonna be like regretful and managing the trade weirdly differently, right? Like here, like what I'm saying, if I said wow here, for example, if I were in the trade, take partials, then I would feel a lot better about that retracement to near break even, right? And I'm happy with how I treated this trade. And same thing, kind of. Maybe I should have, I said, wow, I was up 20 points already in 2 minutes, but I only had one contract. But if you just have one contract, you'd probably just take it off. Anyway. Here we go. It's the last 30 seconds before the sessions. The macro's over. We had that another move up, pretty much called 3 different moves up on ES and NQ together, and we're good. We're chilling for the day. Up 4 G's. So, hope everyone had a decent day. How's everyone else doing? We can open chat now, because I'm not gonna trade pretty much near the end. Hit that like button. Nice trading. Longs saved the day. Big W's. Nice trading today. Big W's. Thank you. Does she have a stream schedule? Pretty much every day at 9:15 a.m. except for Mondays. I'm not. I would say I only stream like one Monday a month. If it's NFP. If it's NFP week then and Monday no news, I think you can trade Monday. But other than that, most Mondays have no economic red folder news. So, and it's the first day of the week, sort of establishing the range. So I would say like Tuesday to Friday at 9:15 a.m. So if you're just joining us for the first time, welcome and thank you for subscribing to the channel. I think today was a pretty good day on reading price action. If you, if you want to rewind it to learn certain points, be my guest. Are you a Knicks fan? Yes. You guys, maybe I should treat myself and go to a Knicks game. Edge says it's nice to get that wow and it's moving in your favor. Explain why you're long biased. I think the best thing for you to do is to just rewind to the start of the stream, because that's when I start the day off and I really like go through DXY chart and indices charts and talk about different levels. So but essentially DXY at the news, I can still answer your question a little bit, but I do think that you'll be also better off doing that. The 8:30 news, DXY broke lows of a fair value gap, right? And I said, okay, we were like around here at open. I said, I don't want it to come back up here. And I actually had an alert for here. And then if it did come back in here, it could go up higher, indices lower. But as I was watching it, it was distributing lower towards that sell side, which is a low. This is my sell side marked out. Hourly imbalance low in there. And so I just waited for macro times and for indices to be in sync to play out the long ideas. So that's all you can do. Manage your risk. Let's see any more questions. Let me check my phone. And I think today I will definitely dedicate time to posting some long form content regarding risk management. And exactly, I have like 3 tiers of risk and I made a PowerPoint for it. So I know that there's been a request for that. So keep an eye for that over the next day, or maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, if you want to, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's where I do post about when I'm going to stream, because sometimes I'm also streaming for FOMC in the afternoons. Sometimes I do a random afternoon session, and that's just kind of on a whim. So, and I'll post it there. Can I please make ICT concepts video in simple explanation? I don't think that there's a simple way to explain it. So I don't think there's a way to put 20, like his work, 20 years of his work into one video. Or like, me, like I've been studying it for 2 years. I don't think I can do that in one video, but I do have a video. If you go to my description box, I have a video. It's like my super simple ICT trading strategy, get funded. And it's not super simple. That's a little bit clickbait, I'll admit. Because some people complain. I thought it was simple. When you know it, it's simple. You want to have a simple model. But if you're just learning, it might not seem simple to you. And that's okay. You should be patient with yourself. I distinctly remember in my notes for the 2022 mentorship, I literally wrote down, when he was talking about order blocks, I wrote, I don't really know what this is. It seems complicated. I'll circle back to this later. Whatever. Right? But now I know exactly what what an order block is, right? So just be patient with yourself. It's a process. And I'm going to look into, I do have my free ICT 2022 mentorship notes. I will put a link from the Google Drive in the comments right now. But I'm going to look into making a website or something so I don't have to be doing this. So I can have like the free material there and like maybe just some easier ways to show people like, hey, if you want to know more about strategies, go here. If you want to know more about prop firms and their rules, you can go here, and maybe I'll make a few videos for that because people have been requesting that. But I would say like go to I have a free intro to futures for beginners video on this channel as well. It goes over trading personal funds, it goes over margin requirements for personal funds, it goes over prop firms, it goes over exactly what futures are, what a tick is, what a point is, position sizing, how to easily calculate position sizing. So but I will put a little, for those that are stuck around, I will put in Tanya trades. What am I doing right now? My drive, ICT 2022 mentorship notes. Copy, share, anybody with the link. Copy link. Okay, putting it in the chat now. But I do obviously recommend that you take your own notes, but this could be maybe a guideline if you are struggling for a specific section to know exactly what each video is about. Okay, it's in the chat now. And I noticed like in that notes, I don't really put up charts because you should be charting it yourself. Okay. Yeah, my assistant is not a trader. He says he's constantly learning how to trade, and he's like saying like, oh, I might, maybe I'll start trading. And I'm kind of like, okay, like take it slow, be careful. Actually, I don't really recommend it. Like, cause he's doing fine with his you know, it's just such a long journey that I don't recommend it for everybody. You know, I'm not gonna just say, yeah, go buy these prop firm challenges. No. You have to 100% spend 3 months. Don't even press a button on demo. Just read charts. So anyway, thanks everyone for coming, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Ciao.